Hi, my name is Jerry Colucci, and I own a long-term property management company called Equitable Property Management, and we are located on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. And the topic I would like to talk with you about today is whether or not you should allow a pet into your rental property. And the answer to that question is yes, you should allow a pet. And primarily the reason you should allow a pet is because 60% of all U.S. households own a pet. So if you say, no, I don't want any pets, then you are going to cut down to 40% the response rates for any advertising that is done to rent your property. However, having said that, it is really important that we put some restrictions on the type of pets that you want in your property. The first restriction is breed. There are certain breeds that society defines as vicious breeds, like a Rottweiler and a Pit Bull. And we would say, no, we're not going to allow any of those breeds, and you have the right to say that. However, you could also say that you would like a 25-pound lap dog, or maybe a Labrador Retriever, or maybe a cat and a small dog. Whatever you decide, we can negotiate, and then we can advertise the property and say pets are negotiable, which will attract anyone who has a pet. The second thing that's really important is that there are times when you cannot say no to a pet, and that is if a pet is a handicap assist pet or a psychiatric therapeutic pet. Now, if those animals are fitting into either of those two categories, then you have to say yes, as do the communities in which your property is located. However, what we do is we require a letter from their vet and from their doctor saying that this dog is a therapeutic dog and the resident needs to have the dog for health reasons. And then once we have those, we allow the dog into the apartment. Now, once that happens, we do take a pet deposit for any animal. If it's a dog, we take a $500 pet deposit, and if it is a cat, we take a $250 pet deposit. And if you say, oh, I'll take 2 small dogs, well, then we're going to take a $1,000 pet deposit. And this pet deposit is in addition to your security deposit, so that if there's any damage to the apartment, you will have enough money to hopefully cover any of those damages. However, with that in mind, we do routine physical walkthrough inspections of the property. So we know way in advance before a tenant is ready to vacate whether their animal has caused any damage. And if it has, then we require it to be fixed before the tenant moves out and before we do our move-out inspection. Now, another really important thing about a security deposit is that it is the property of the tenant and it is kept in an escrow account with our company on the tenant's behalf. However, we do have up to 30 days to return it, and we do a thorough move-out inspection to make sure that there isn't any damage to your property. Having a pet in your apartment does not cause damage to the apartment. And so you need to be open-minded about having a pet, defining the breed or the type of pet you want, and getting a security deposit so you know that you're protected. Once again, this is Jerry Colucci with Equitable Property Management, located on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. Have a good day.